Ray J claims Kim's hiding a secret money trail so dangerous, the feds are circling, and Kris Jenner is panicking. You've probably seen the headlines, but this is the place where you'll get the full story. If you've heard whispers about Kris Jenner threatening Ray J after he exposed Kim's alleged secret money moves, you're in the right spot. Because here's the question nobody else is answering. What exactly does Ray J claim to have on the Kardashians? And why is he saying federal investigators are now paying attention? I've dug through Ray J's live streams, court reports from the 1MDB scandal, and statements from lawyers on both sides to separate the hype from the receipts. This isn't guesswork. It's the details other videos leave out. And in the next few minutes, we'll break down Ray J's explosive accusations, the Kardashians' legal denials, the shocking money trail tied to one of the world's biggest financial scandals, and finally, the dramatic moment Kris Jenner reportedly tried to shut Ray J down. Trust me, you'll want to see how this ends. So let's start with the night Ray J went live, because that's where this entire storm really took shape. In a late night live stream, Ray J wasn't holding back. He looked straight into the camera and said, "The feds are coming. It's worse than Diddy." That's not me exaggerating. Those were his exact words. He claimed he's been working with federal investigators to help build a RICO case against Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner. Not rumors, not whispers. He said it himself, out loud, with thousands of people watching in real time. And here's what made jaws drop. He didn't sound scared. He sounded almost proud, bragging that he's on the news every day and warning anyone close to Kim that the storm's coming. Now, think about how bold that is. For years, celebrities have tried to keep federal probes out of the spotlight. But Ray J flipped the script, announcing to the world that he's the one helping investigators dig. It was dramatic. It was messy, and it was impossible to ignore. Because when someone compares what they're about to expose to worse than Diddy, you know they're playing with fire. But of course, the Kardashians weren't about to sit quietly and let Ray J paint them as the center of a federal crime ring. Within hours, their legal team fired back. Official statements flat out denied that any RICO case exists against Kim or Kris. Lawyers called Ray J's livestream baseless, irresponsible, and nothing more than an attention grab. In other words, they're saying this is all smoke and no fire. Now, here's why that matters. Because the Kardashians have the money and the lawyers to fight tooth and nail. Any suggestion of a federal probe threatens not just their brand, but the billion-dollar empire they've built. If the story gets traction, it's not just gossip. It's stock deals, partnerships, and image on the line. So instead of ignoring Ray J, they're moving fast to shut him down legally. That tells you two things. One, they know these accusations have the power to stick if repeated enough. And two, they're going to throw every lawyer, every NDA, and every cease and desist they can find to protect their empire. But here's where it gets interesting. Ray J didn't back down. In fact, he doubled down, and the receipts he pointed to go far beyond family drama. They connect straight into one of the biggest financial scandals the world has ever seen. Drop your opinion in the comments below. Now here's where the story stops being just about reality TV stars and ex-boyfriends. Because the money trail Ray J keeps pointing to links straight into one of the biggest scandals in modern history, the 1MDB case. For those who don't know, 1MDB was a Malaysian state fund that got looted for billions. We're talking yachts, private jets, mansions, and cash spread around the world through a web of shell companies. And in the middle of all that mess was a businessman named Joe Low, a name you've probably heard tied to everything from Leonardo DiCaprio to international banks. But here's the shocking part. During court proceedings, reports surfaced that money from Joe Low's companies didn't just vanish into thin air. Transfers were traced to celebrity-linked accounts, and Kim Kardashian's name came up. According to filings, she allegedly received large sums from one of Low's companies, Goodstar Limited. We're talking six-figure transfers, classified in court as unknown purposes. Now, does that mean Kim was knowingly part of the scheme? No one has proven that. But the very fact her name appeared in international court testimony connects her to a scandal involving $4.5 billion in laundered money. And that's not something you just brush off as coincidence. It's also why Ray J's claims suddenly carry more weight. When he says Kim's been tied to shady money moves for years, people don't just roll their eyes anymore. They pull up those court documents and start connecting dots. And remember, this isn't the first time Kim has been accused of moving money in unusual ways. Which brings us back to the early days, before billion-dollar brands and before federal headlines. When Ray J says Kim was already running questionable money plays out of Brandy's family closet. If you're enjoying this video so far, I'd love for you to like this video and subscribe to my channel to never miss such awesome deep facts that no one will tell you about the story. Long before billion-dollar beauty lines and private jets, Kim Kardashian was just Brandy's closet organizer. And according to Ray J, that's when the shady money moves began. Here's the story. While working for Brandy's family, Kim somehow ended up with access to Brandy's mom's credit card details. At first, nothing happened. But months later, after Kim wasn't even employed there anymore, money started disappearing. We're not talking pocket change. Reports at the time alleged that Kim, Khloe, and even Rob Kardashian took around $120,000 from Brandy's mom's account. Now, most people would expect a flashy shopping spree with that kind of cash. But no, Ray J claims they funneled it into the family's early boutiques. Cash and smooch. On paper, it looked like legitimate business revenue. In reality, it was money that allegedly didn't belong to them. And that, in plain English, is exactly how laundering works. Turn dirty money into clean business profit. Brandy's mother gave them a chance to make it right quietly. But according to sources, they refused. Lawsuits were on the table. but Brandy and Ray J convinced their mom to drop it to avoid dragging the family feud into the spotlight. Still, the damage was done. For Ray J, this wasn't just money, it was betrayal. Years later, he admitted this was the real reason he walked away from Kim, saying, "You stole from my family, and I couldn't look at you the same again." Think about that. The very empire we see today, built on fashion and branding, may have had its roots in money that never belonged to the Kardashians in the first place. And if Ray J is right, that pattern didn't stop in the early 2000s. It only grew bigger, riskier, and international. If you thought the closet scandal was wild, wait until you hear about the trash bag of cash. Back in 2009, Kim reportedly flew home from Las Vegas with a literal garbage bag stuffed with $250,000 in cash. She told people it was her winnings from a casino trip. But the story doesn't stop there. The man she was traveling with was Joe Low, the same billionaire later accused of masterminding the 1MDB fraud, one of the biggest money laundering schemes the world has ever seen. And here's the kicker. In that exact scandal, investigators say billions were washed through casinos, shell companies, and celebrity connections. Now, was Kim just a lucky gambler along for the ride? Or was that bag of money part of something bigger? That's the question critics have been asking for years. Because once Joe Low's empire collapsed, court records showed he'd sent millions through accounts tied to celebrities, Kim included. Think about how bold that looks in hindsight. Flying home with a trash bag full of cash while traveling with the very man later accused of siphoning billions. It's either the world's wildest coincidence, or it's a red flag investigators couldn't ignore. And remember, Ray J says the $250,000 was nothing compared to the money Kim allegedly helped move for Joe Low, which means that trash bag might have just been the tip of the iceberg. There's one name that always pops up whenever drama hits the Kardashians. It's Kris Jenner. And according to Ray J, none of this chaos is random, because Kris has been pulling the strings since day one. Remember the infamous tape? For years, the Kardashians insisted it was leaked without their consent. But Ray J has called that a complete lie. He says it wasn't leaked, it was a deal. A calculated business decision with Kris Jenner allegedly at the center, managing contracts and making sure Kim became a household name. He even posted receipts, documents showing Kim's name and signature. Proof, he says, that this was never an accident. Now, let that sink in. If Kris Jenner was willing to orchestrate something as risky as that to launch her daughter's career, is it really that hard to believe she'd go further when millions of dollars were on the line? And here's where it ties back to today. Sources close to Ray J claim Kris isn't just worried about the accusations. She's actively trying to silence him, allegedly making direct threats, desperate to keep more secrets from spilling. That's why this isn't just about money laundering or shady business moves anymore. It's about power. Kris Jenner has built her reputation as the ultimate momager, the woman who turned scandal into a billion-dollar dynasty. But if Ray J's claims are true, that same empire might now be standing on evidence that could collapse everything. As if the trash bags of cash and the 1MDB scandal weren't enough, Ray J's accusations go one step further, straight into Britney Spears' conservatorship nightmare. See, the Kardashians have long been linked to Lou Taylor, the business manager who played a central role in controlling Britney's life and finances for over a decade. Lou ran TriStar Entertainment, and she's been accused by fans and even insiders of siphoning Britney's earnings and funneling that money into other ventures. Here's where it gets explosive. Ray J and a growing group of fans claim the Kardashians helped Lou move that money, turning Britney's tragedy into their financial jackpot. The smoking gun? Kim's net worth suddenly jumped by an eye-popping $600 million almost overnight, the exact figure Lou allegedly extracted from Britney's trust. Kim claimed it all came from Skims, but critics weren't buying it. The timing and the number were just too perfect. And it didn't stop with Kim. Kylie Jenner also conveniently sold half her cosmetics line around the same time, for a very familiar sounding price tag. Conspiracy or not, fans started connecting the dots. Britney's missing money, Lou Taylor's shadowy influence, and a Kardashian fortune that ballooned in record time. If even part of that theory is true, it would mean the Kardashians weren't just connected to international laundering scandals like 1MDB. They may have also profited off one of the most controversial conservatorships in pop culture history. And according to Ray J, that's exactly why federal investigators are listening now. Because once money trails overlap between international fraud and Hollywood exploitation, it's no longer just gossip. It's potentially a pattern. And now we reach the boiling point, the moment that could change everything. According to Ray J, this isn't just talk anymore. He says he's already handed over receipts, real documents, contracts, and financial records to federal investigators. His claim? That these files connect the Kardashians to a pattern of laundering money through businesses, shell accounts, and shady partnerships that go back over a decade. But that's not all. Insiders say Kris Jenner herself has stepped in behind the scenes. Not with lawyers, but with threats. Ray J alleges Kris warned him directly to stop talking, desperate to keep the lid on whatever evidence he's sitting on. And if true, that shows just how high the stakes really are. Because when a billionaire empire feels cornered, they don't just fight in court, they fight in the shadows. Now here's the twist. The Kardashians' legal team continues to deny all of it. They insist there is no RICO case, no laundering, and that Ray J's claims are nothing but lies designed to grab attention. It's denial versus accusation, silence versus receipts. And that clash is what makes this story so explosive. If Ray J is bluffing, this all collapses. But if he's telling the truth, then the Kardashian empire, a dynasty built on reality TV, fashion, and influence, could be staring down its greatest scandal yet. Ray J isn't just talking. He claims he's cooperating with federal investigators and says Kris Jenner personally threatened him to stay quiet. The Kardashians' lawyers deny everything, calling his remarks baseless. But that clash, a public denial versus a supposed handoff of evidence, is exactly what makes this so dangerous. Right now, we've got three pieces on the board: Ray J's explosive claim, the Kardashians' firm denial, and real court records from the one MDB scandal that already tied celebrity accounts to shady transfers. If those puzzle pieces line up, the story could shift from rumor to federal reality overnight. So here's the real question. If the paperwork surfaces, does the Kardashian empire collapse instantly? Or does it trigger the biggest celebrity legal showdown of our era? Either way, the storm is coming. So now we're left with a disturbing picture: a decomposed body in a Tesla tied to David, tattoos and wigs connecting him to Celeste, and a trail of deleted posts and cancelled shows that look less like coincidence and more like cover up. But here's the part nobody's talking about. What if Celeste's body wasn't hidden, but displayed in plain sight as some kind of twisted statement? In my next video, I'll break down the chilling symbolism in David's music, from romantic homicide to the rumored unreleased track Celeste, and why fans believe his funeral-themed tour was actually foreshadowing a crime. So the real question is, was this tragedy just a coincidence? Or has the story been hiding inside his art all along? Click here and let's dig even deeper. And if you're loving the content, subscribe and tap the bell icon so you never miss the next one. Trust me, what's coming is even wilder.